turtle's head on the last exhibit that we just looked at? And he says, yes. She says, why did you send this to these people who you supervise? And he says, I thought it was funny. She says, and you wrote, and I am looking at 2040. You wrote, I was trying to be respectful, but that is funny. Were you referencing the image that you sent? And he says, yes. And she says, what kind of example do you think that you were setting for the folks working under you by engaging in this kind of conversation with your sheriff's deputies? And he says, horrible. And she says, did those communications that we just looked through, did those violate any of the Letcher County Sheriff's Department's policies that we reviewed earlier? And he says, which ones? And she says, conduct. And he says, yes. And she says, which ones? And he says, conduct. And she says, conduct unbecoming. And he says, acting professional too. And she says, at least after those communications we looked through, do you recall there being any discipline or reprimand resulting from any of these communications? And he says, no documentation. And she says, nothing documented.